Another beautiful, vivid blue sky, scuppered. Fifi here from the UK once again. Hope you're doing all right. It's no fun, really, is it, being proven right over and over again? Not when it comes to so-called conspiracy theories. So the latest in a very long and painful line of so-called conspiracy theories coming true. Like some kind of anti-wish, we've now got climate lockdowns happening in Nova Scotia, Canada. If you fancy a hike in one of the beautiful national parks, Nova Scotia, well, lots of Canada are actually great swathes famed for the absolutely stunning landscape. Yeah, fancy a nice hike in the summer through the woodland? No. You will find yourself slapped with a $25,000 fine. And should you be lucky enough to own your own woodland, don't think you're exempt, because you're going to face the same fine if you're found to be wandering your own property. Oh, the cat's out of the bag. Psychopaths rule the world, and it just becomes ever more evident every day. This long predicted lunacy has been rolled out under the guise, of course, of saving the environment, protecting nature, so on and so forth, from wildfires, climate caused wildfires. I'm not even going to go into that whole skullduggery around wildfires and what we know about the majority of the causes behind them. But yes, it's just yet more of the so-called conspiracy theories happening to come true. Some more "they'll never do that" gems from over the last 5 years. The COVID lockdowns. I specifically remember having conversations with people right at the beginning, and the murmur of lockdowns. No, oh, they couldn't do that, they wouldn't do that. The mask mandates that came in, which just all seems like a bad dream now, but that was very hotly contested at the time. We had Boris Johnson here completely dismissing them out of hand a few months before actually rolling them out and enforcing them, or attempting to. The destruction of small business. This is another, why would they do that? They wouldn't do that. And what did we see happen? And once the said lockdowns were in place, enforced vaccine rollout, again, had the conversations before the jabs were even mentioned. What? No, of course not. So the jibby jabs are rolled out, aka mass cull of the world population. The vax passports, which are still to come. They got a little bit down the road with them, but they're still very much in the background, and which we will see rearing their ugly heads again with the digital IDs and other. They wouldn't. The online harms bill that's just come through, CBDCs, cashless society, carbon footprint tracking, social credit score system, restrictions on movement, the 15-minute cities. They wouldn't, they couldn't. Universal basic income, mass immigration, both legal and illegal. All of this stuff is either happened, is happening, or is in the process of being tried and tested and rolled out. All things that people have really vehemently argued against happening, being allowed to happen. Why would it happen? Do not need to be a soothsayer or a practicing psychic to see what's coming down the pike. It's all there, it's all easily accessible if you look in the cult parasite handbook. It's just look at the WEF agenda for the 21st century, Agenda 21, and Agenda 2030, which is all of this stuff that they're frantically trying to push through by the year 2030. You don't have to be a mind reader, and there's plenty of stuff way before the WEF even formed. They're the latest in a long line of the kind of public face of tyranny. So admittedly, it all sounds pretty grim, and here in the UK at the moment it is like living in a petri dish and being prodded and poked and generally experimented on by a demented scientist with a god complex. But the more blatant the attempts to control under the feeble guise of safety, and it's one of the longest running psyops. The world is ending because of fill in the gaps. So we have to therefore measure and restrict your every breath, thought, movement. The more obvious it becomes, all of this stuff. Let the Black Pill Brigade get you down though. These are the people who are resolute that there is no hope, that we're all done for, that there's only one outcome to all this, and it's not in our favour. The thing is, if they truly believed that there was this predetermined outcome that is most decidedly not in our favour, that bad completely and thoroughly beats good, why would they still be here just to hang around and watch the show? They don't truly buy it, the fear and the doom that they're peddling. Even in the most seemingly hopeless of people amongst us, there is still actually hope. And that's one of the wonderful things about human beings, I think. As flawed and damaged as we can be, we are hardwired for hope. And we are destined for far bigger, better things than we can possibly imagine in this current time. Hope is a little bit like faith's little sister. When it grows up and transforms into faith, then that's when you're getting into the realms of fearlessness and things start really changing. Keep standing up, keep standing out, keep standing strong. Sending you lots of love as always. I'll speak to you soon. Take very good care of yourself. Peace.